Cool. So, my dear divine angels, I just want to start today's session with this picture, with this photograph. How many of you have seen this guy or seen the picture of this
In
guy?
the picture, yes, I have. It's a
Okay.
Not
typical
seen.
Iranian face.
All right. So, what is his name? If you know, if you can recall, if you have seen him anywhere.
Darius, no? People talking about
Yeah.
Darius, no?
So this is Dario. So
There
this is
is
Dario Foru. And let me introduce him. So he's a Dutch entrepreneur. He's an author. He's a blogger known for his writing on productivity, stoicism, and wealth building. Now, stoicism is the latest book that he wrote, which was published only this year. Now, Dario holds a master's degree in business administration with a specialization in finance from the University of Groningen. Before becoming a full-time blogger and online teacher, he worked as a mutual fund advisor. See, I am sharing his profile because there's a purpose behind it. You see that how you fit into this profile, and you probably if you can discover yourself that how you fit into this profile, you can also create a new way of living your own life. Okay. His work focuses on actionable tips and practical philosophies for improving one's life, work, and finances. He explores how to achieve more without sacrificing well-being, responsibly increasing net worth, and find meaning in one's career. Each and every word that I'm sharing with you is a gem in this session. Ever since he launched his blog in 2015, which is again in his own name on his website, daryuforu.com, his ideas have worked. His ideas and work have been featured in leading publications such as Time, NBC, Fast Company, Observer, and many more, and read by more than 30 million people worldwide in just last 10 years. A big chunk of them happened after COVID. Now, this is this page is from his own website, from his own profile. He says, I started this blog in 2015 after I felt stuck. My career wasn't giving me any fulfillment. Now, if this is happening with you, you also have an opportunity to just follow the footsteps of the gentleman. I was only working on earning money, not to make a contribution. If this is also happening with you, you still have an opportunity to start a career of your own based on books, based on blogging. At the start of that year, my grandmother passed away, and that forced me to rethink everything I was doing. I decided to leave London, where I lived at the time, and move back to the Netherlands. I also committed to becoming a full-time author and online teacher. I wanted to make an impact and have more freedom. Now, this blog is basically a summary of everything I have learned. And as I learn new things along the way, I keep sharing them here. I know some readers who are subscribed to my newsletter since the very beginning. That is one of the best things about having a blog. You can connect with people all around the world. Until now, I have had visitors from almost every country in the world. An estimated 30 million people have read at least one of my articles. You can find my best articles here. If you open the website, which I shared with you, you will find it there. That is the power of the internet. One thing my readers often ask me is where I get my insights from. So this is where you will find absolutely things are common with Mark Reclus, whose books we were reading uh, before this. I'm an avid reader and I read every single day. Good non-fiction books are one of the best sources of knowledge. To see what I am reading, check out my reading list. So if you open that reading list, you will find 110 books that he was referring to. If you want to learn from a great mind, simply read their books or books that are written about them. This is exactly what he was doing and he's still doing. And in addition to his blog, Foru produces other content, including podcast like the Daria Foru Show, where he discusses mindset, business, and money. online courses where he teaches a number of online courses with more than 5,000 students, and newsletter. He sends a weekly newsletter with his latest insights every Monday. You can find more information about him and subscribe to his newsletter on his website, or write to him at daru@daryuforu.com. You can actually write a mail, and he's a kind of person who is so down to earth, he responds to your mails also. Okay. Now, as on date, Daru Furu has authored 10 books, including Win Your Inner Battles 2016. So, see, he also started writing in the same time, 2015, 2016, as same as Mark Reclus. How to go from procrastinate hero to procrastinate. This is an ebook. It's not in a published form, but I have a copy. I'll share it with you also. Think Straight 2017, the book which we will be reading. Do It Today, the 2018 book. What It Takes to Be Free 2019, highly productive remote work, followed by The Road to Better Habits 2021, Focus on What Matters 2022, Stoic Path to Wealth 2024, and 21 Big Ideas That Will Change Your Life. So it's like almost every year since 2016, he wrote a book. And these are the book covers that he wrote. I have just ordered it in the same way they have been published. And incidentally, all these books are available on Amazon.in, hard copies, paperback, etc. So, this is what we are going to do: read, think, act, and learn together with this book. And here we go. So, when you open his website, this is his opening page. This is the home page. You know, and the very first instance, he's inviting you to join his newsletter. This is something I really liked about Dario. He was very, very clear, absolutely clear, that what is my intention and why I am inviting you to my website. So he invites you to join his newsletter and receive ideas to become smarter and wealthier every Monday. And here he has talked about himself also. And when you join this, he takes you to a page where he gives you a free gift. It's a growth kit, which has the Stoic Path to Wealth expert excerpts free bonus. This is his book, which he published in 2024. He gives a copy of it, just an excerpt from this book. You will find it over there. The Road to Better Habits. So this book is available for free. You can download it. And this checklist is awesome. I'm using this checklist for almost last couple of years. You can also use it. It's a very good checklist. What It Takes to Be Free. He offers only 3 chapters. However, you can get a PDF version. If you want to buy a paperback version, nothing like that. It costs hardly about 134-35 rupees, not more than that. If you have a Prime account, you can get it for free on Amazon. And resources for optimizing your work. This is also a super duper stuff which you get for free. If you start practicing this, how to be productive during a crisis, it is going to blow your mind. It's beautiful. Effective Pitching is one of his books, which he is offering again for free in this book, free in this collection of 7-8 items. And this is one of his book which was not available in the print form. However, it is packaged, it is available in this bundle. So that's it. And as I always say, he also says enjoy. If someone forwarded this page to you and you want to join my free weekly newsletter, you can just sign up and see the URL of his page. It says his domain name followed by just gifts. So I like this URL also. He was so creative in making things attractive for people. ना किसको gift नहीं चाहिए होता है. So that's the beauty of Dario. And I will share a 14-minute video with all of you. Initially, I thought about I will just play it in the group, in the session itself. I'll share it in the group. I recommend each one of you to read that, to watch that video, 14-minute video, where he was talking about if you want to become a writer, how you can become one. So that's the process that he followed. And I'm telling you, it's so simple that you love to start writing on your own. And with all the AI tools that we have today, this writing journey will be a phenomenal one if you just get started. And he is a masterpiece in offering trainings and lectures on one of my favorite words or behavior, you can say. It's called procrastination. So if you watch his blogs, if you watch his YouTube videos, छोटा छोटा उन्होंने वीडियो बना के रखा है. They are simply amazing. अगर आपने थोड़ा सा भी टाइम उनके साथ दिया ना हर दिन for 5 to 10 minutes, it's going to be amazing. Over next 1 month or 1.5 months, whatever time we are left with, 2.5 months, you can create a new you just out of following him. It's such a beautiful experience. So here we go, and I'm just starting the reading part. So this is opening chapter, and as I mentioned in my message yesterday, that this was his third book, and in this third book made him an international bestseller. So I want each of you to read this book as if that. Great. So let's go back to the first page where we started this journey, and let's do a reflection on whatever we read so far. So I just skipped this, that if you can change your mind, you can change your life. That's what William James said. And this is where we started our journey today. You become what you think. And when I read this chapter for the first time, I looked at it from the perspective of now. I said that whoever I have become till now is a result of what I have thought till a moment before. And in all my training programs, personal coaching programs, this is what I tell people, that it's not what you are, it's what you wear. Because what you think you are is not what you were a minute before. So this is where that uh, difference starts, and you start creating a new way of living your life altogether by just focusing on one simple word, are and where. So when you say I am like this, it's not that you are like this, you were like this, or it's like you were like that till a moment before. And there's a beautiful three-letter word which is yet. That makes a hell lot of difference. Just yet. I learned it from my mentors, and I use it whenever I'm stuck anywhere. So one of you can start reading this, and we'll keep on doing reflection on this.
So, Pinaki, what was that you said? No, when you are stuck, you just see that. What is that?
Yet, the word yet.
Yet means what?
Okay, let me put it this way, that you just say that something that you are not good at. So is there anything that you are not good at?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just say one of those things, that I'm not good at this.
But how does that help?
You just say that, and then I'll show you the power of yet.
I'm not good at doing exercise daily.
Yeah. So when you're saying that I'm not good at exercising daily, what is happening? That you are actually telling yourself that I was not good at that way. I am not good at this way right now, and I may not be good at this way in the future as well. Isn't
No,
it?
but how does
Isn't it?
what is the point?
I'm coming. So every time we say that I am not good at this, what happens that I label myself that I was not good at this in the past. I'm not good at this in the present also, and I will remain like that. I will not be good at this in the future also, because I'm not doing anything about it. That's why I'm not good at this. And many things in our life, we just do this, we just say it this way: I'm not good at this, or I can't do this. Now we say the same thing by taking a pause and saying yet.
Okay.
You just say that.
Yet
You just say that I am not good at exercising every day
I'm
yet.
not good at exercising every day.
Yet.
Yet.
Now what happened before it? You added this yet. You created a permanent tense for yourself. It was neither past nor present nor future. It was a permanent tense for you. The moment you added that yet, taking a pause, you made it a past tense. That now you have an opportunity to change it also. Like, I can't get up. I can't. This is many times you will find people saying, I can't get up early in the morning yet, or I can't get up at 6 o'clock. You just say that, take a pause and say yet, and immediately your brain will translate it that till now I am dying like that, and I can, if I want, I can make a change. I can change it. So you become what to think. So now this thought is happening continuously. It's a continuous process. Every day you get up in the morning and you don't exercise, you tell yourself, I don't exercise every day. I don't exercise regularly. This word every day, this word regularly is what made that whole activity a permanent tense for you. You're giving a signal to your brain, to your subconscious mind, that I'm like this. This is it for me. But it is not it for you. It was like that. The moment you said yet, it becomes a past. You just put it back where it was supposed to be. You know, like, I don't know how to drive a car yet. Instead of saying I don't know how to drive a car, there's a huge difference, big difference
Yeah.
that one small three-letter word makes.
Yeah, let me add what I have changed myself for doing that. So what I do is instead of doing so many things in a day, I focus on doing a few important things. So what I do is I just do time blocking, and if I'm not doing exercises say today, but I make sure that if I do exercise for 1 hour, I make sure that I do it for 10 minutes. So what that
Yeah,
happens is that it keeps my mind running in that direction, and so that if I'm for some reason if I'm very tired, or let's say if I'm overdoing something, because discipline is not you can't build in a day. It takes practice, patience, persistence. So what
yeah,
I'm doing is I'm doing that if I'm not doing 1 hour, I do it for 10 minutes.
yeah.
Okay. And that practice makes me keep going in my direction, so eventually I keep doing it more and more every next time, or maybe with time. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So did you notice the two sentences that made a difference? The first sentence was, I am not regular. The second sentence is that though I am not regular, but I still ensure that I do it for 5 to 10 minutes every day.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so what
That's
I'm
it.
doing is yeah, I'm
Two
doing.
sentences.
Yeah, yeah. What I'm doing is instead of doing like so many things in a day, I focus on only five things. Two things in the morning, two things in the afternoon, one thing in the evening. So that way I'm able to complete important things. And the things which are
Absolutely.
not very important, they are not important. So that's okay with me. So
Yep, that's
eventually
what the author is talking about. That's why the author is saying
it may change my
that
thinking.
you are what you think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I change my thinking to change my to achieve my goals basically.
Yeah. So you become what you think.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. So there, this author is now talking about this wonderful story of William James. And this story is actually something which can change any one of us. Wherever we think we are stuck, this simple story can change us. So he was 27, this gentleman, 1869, a 27-year-old man who has just graduated as a doctor of medicine from Harvard, was going through a crisis of meaning. And probably many of us are going through that crisis of meaning. This was not the first time he dealt with adversity. Throughout his 6 years in medical school, His education was interrupted by different illnesses and bouts of depression, but this time it was worse. He even contemplated suicide for many months. For months. The young man's name was William James, who later became the leading psychologist in America and one of the founders of the philosophical school of pragmatism. ये कहाँ से आ रहा है sound? Okay. So this young man's name was William James, who later became the leading psychologist in America and one of the founders of the philosophical school of pragmatism. It took James 3 years to overcome depression, something he did by himself. To be clear, James wasn't just feeling down. Jack McDermott, the editor of Jack Dermott, the editor of the writings of William James, wrote about the severity of his mental state. James spent a good part of his life rationalizing his decision not to commit suicide. सोचो, करूँ ना करूँ, करूँ ना करूँ, करूँ ना करूँ. He spent a big time of his life just thinking on one thing: should I commit suicide or not? During this time, James also had panic attacks and hallucinations. This wasn't new to him. His father faced the same agonizing things years before him. This feat made James believe that his condition was biological. Now, how many of you believe that if there's somebody diabetic in your family, you are likely to get diabetes as well? You know? So just think of that. Was there a person who was diabetic before your parents in your family? You don't know because it was never tested. But ऐसा तो नहीं कि जो भी फैमिली में अगर ऐसे ये फैमिली हिस्ट्री है over last few decades, maybe a couple of centuries, that people were diabetic. That's why I am going to get diabetic. Become diabetic in my life as well. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कहीं से वो शुरू हुआ था. So like this is a story which is there in my mother's family. And like everyone in mother's family, all her siblings, her parents, they were all diabetic. So those symptoms were also present in my mother, which we discovered almost about 20 years ago, 25 years ago. So she's 82 now. When I got to know about it, I said, we'll stop it here. It will not run in our family. And till yet we managed to stop it there. So we don't have that. We don't have those tendencies or trends. Neither me, neither my brother, neither my children. Okay. So so during this time, James also had panic attacks and hallucinations. This wasn't new to him. His father faced same agonizing things years before him. This feat made James believe that his condition was biological and therefore something he couldn't overcome. Many of us are victim of this one statement today. See, I want each of you to read this book so slowly, actually chewing each word when you read it. But in 1870, James made a psychological breakthrough after reading an essay by Charles Renoir, a French philosopher. In his journal, he wrote, I think that yesterday was a crisis in my life. Coming back to that three-letter word, yet. I think that yesterday was a crisis in my life. I finished the first part of Renoir's second essay and see no reason why his definition of free will, the sustaining of a thought because I choose to when I might have other thoughts, need be the definition of an illusion. So when we declare something that this is a biological condition in our family, how about considering that as an illusion rather than something which is real, which is running in my family? Many times we also use the word hereditary. If it started somewhere, I can stop it here. I have that choice. The point is, Am I willing to believe that I can do it? If the answer is yes, then the next question is, am I willing to stop it here? Then I will do whatever it takes to make it happen. Yesterday I took this session on asking relevant questions. These are the relevant questions that you can ask to change those thoughts, to actually ask yourself what I'm thinking and right now about this particular aspect and how I can make it different. So this is how beautifully, see this one statement, see how one statement transformed the life of this gentleman who was actually thinking about whether he should kill himself or not for years. The sustaining of a thought because I choose to when I might have other thoughts. That's why I'm suggesting you to read this book so slowly that you can actually chew every word. पता नहीं कहाँ से आपको क्या मिल जाएगा and it will transform your life forever. It will like redirect you to a new route, which might work magic for you. At any rate, I will assume for the present until next year. So he wrote this book, published this book in 2017. So this thought came to him in 2016 when he wrote his first book, that this is no illusion. My first act of free will shall be to believe in free will. कितना सुंदर स्टेटमेंट है, so small, so powerful. My first act of free will shall be to believe in free will. So before I act, I must believe. This realization is at the core of pragmatism, the school of philosophy that James and Charles Sanders Peirce founded years later. James realized that we have the ability to choose one thought over the other. In other words, we can control what we think. And you can connect the dots with the session which I took yesterday, asking the relevant questions. The thought that I'm thinking right now, what is it doing with me? What is it doing for me? Is it inspiring, motivating, or encouraging me? Or it is doing something else? This is one of the relevant questions that you can ask at any given point of time. The thought that I'm thinking right now, is it an EMI for me? Is it encouraging, motivating, and inspiring for me? If the answer is no, I can put it somewhere else and focus on the thoughts that can inspire, encourage, and motivate me at this point of time. Isn't it? Isn't life should be that amazing? That's why I always say, make your life amazing. Do not focus on have, make it. You can do it on your own. Don't wait for anybody else or any situation to make it for you. Don't say have a nice day. It doesn't make any sense. You're telling the person that if you're lucky if your life is, if your day is nice today. Otherwise you're unlucky. How about saying make your day nice? खुद responsibility लो, खुद अपना thoughts को control करो. Make the choices of thoughts that can make your life amazing for yourself, that can make your life nice for yourself, that can make your day nice for yourself. So however, James doesn't say we can control our consciousness. That's okay. We cannot control our consciousness. When we sit down and observe our thoughts for a few minutes, we'll notice that a lot of things flow through our mind. And at one point he was suggesting that every 2 hours you just do it. Just उस वक्त सोचो इस वक्त मैं क्या सोच रहा हूँ and what value it is adding in my life. These thoughts are just there. The thoughts are just there. Nothing we can change about that. But since we have free will, we can decide which thoughts we focus on. And जैसा भी मनीष बता रहा था कि I am not good at doing it every day on a regular basis. But yes, the moment I decided, I discovered it, that this is what is happening with me, I made my change. I changed my thoughts. I said, चलो ठीक है, 10 मिनट के लिए कर लेते हैं, चाहे मन करे ना करे. and he exercises for 10 minutes consciously, actually consciously कि हाँ मैं कहीं खड़ा हूँ 10 मिनट के लिए, मैं अपना हाथ पांव चला रहा हूँ, and I know that I'm exercising. I'm giving that signal to my subconscious mind that yes बेटा मैं एक्सरसाइज कर रहा हूँ, चाहे तू कितना भी बोल that I am not good at it or I don't do it every day, देख मैं कर रहा हूँ. That one act is an outcome of one belief, that one belief that yes whatever it takes I'll do it even for 5 minutes, चाहे तू मुझे कितनी बार बोल ले that I am not good at it. Belief and act, did you notice the connection? So this realization is critical on the way we live. It's the difference between I can't help but feel this way and I feel this way because I decided to feel this way. So powerful. What a powerful statement. This is so deep. Even if you think about this with your minds, with your eyes closed, I can't help but feel this way. इसको खाली change करना है. That I feel this way because I decided to feel this way. And it is actually your decision. You probably didn't notice, but because of something happening in your life, you created a meaning out of it that impacted your emotions, that impacted your behavior, and you started being that way. And you didn't even notice that it is you who took the decision to do that way. That's why one of the most powerful ways to dissociate your feeling with yours from yourself is instead of saying that I am tired or maybe I am stressed, just say I am feeling stressed. It's your feeling, it's not you. Don't label yourself as your feeling.
I'm feeling stress right now.
Yeah.
You have to add the word right now.
Yes, you
Not
can even
within.
add to that also. You
Yeah.
can add the right now. अभी मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है. Or maybe I was feeling that way. It's not even I am. It was. Because now आपका thought already change हो चुका है. You have already come out of it. Within seconds, the moment you dissociated yourself from the feeling that you are going through, it has already become your past. So you are not feeling that way anymore because you have already dissociated yourself from that. That's why you could say that I was feeling that way. It's not even I am. It is not even right now. Right now, I am already free from it. I know that right now, I am not the person who I was a second before, a moment before.
No, but till I don't get a solution, I'm still feeling stressed right now. So basically, it's a three-step process where first you say, like in what we read so far, what caught my attention is the incident where the author says that he was looking for a rented house and he got a rented flat, and he was so happy and he was so eager to shift into that newly rented apartment, and he called his parents from Holland and everybody was there, and he has such a beautiful planning about it. He will just shift there and see the Netflix and all those things, and suddenly in a moment, in a fraction of the seconds, how his plans got crushed just by refusing of that landowner. Now look at this situation. If we take this situation as an example, uh, it is most human to feel stress. It is so human to feel panic in that situation. You, me, anybody can feel panic in that particular situation. But what important over here is how we can use our mind as a tool to train it is from stop taking it to 100x. Like that's what a beautiful word that author said, that I created a dramatic situation by getting over panicked, right? So it is the most nature of our brain is to go from x to 10x, to go from 10x to 100x. Now when I know that this is all the drama, initially at the first stage it is very human to get stressed, because sudden last moment refusal creates panic, because the amygdala gives the message to the brain that the things are not going as per your plan, and hence the stress is the most natural cause. But now what we need to realize is, when we pause, we bring our back, we bring the prefrontal cortex or the thinking brain back, and settled our amygdala in such a way, by asking a relevant question, that is in a three-step way. What I'm feeling stressed. Why I'm feeling stressed? Because the owner told me no at the last moment. Now the third question is so relevant, and it's so important. What I'm feeling, why I'm feeling, and what can I do now? So that is where our brain, we are switching our brain from problem to solution. कि ठीक है, जो हो गया सो हो गया. What it is what it is. I need to accept the fact that the owner has refused me to give me that apartment. But when I pause, when I do my deep inhalation and exhalation, when I calm down my amygdala, so this is the way you need to know the structure of the brain in order to use your mind as a tool, to use it in a more effective way, and that no one teaches us. So when we don't know the mindfulness practices, we don't know how to calm our amygdala. And when we don't know how to calm our amygdala, because the clarity comes from calmness, till the mind of the author was in a panic stage, there was no chance of getting the clarity. But once the author has become calm, and he understood, he sit down, he watched his thought, that my mind is creating so much of drama, and it is taking me to an 100x situation. Let me pause, let me sit down, let me see my thoughts. And then when I got calmed, when that mud got settled in the disturbed water, when that mud got settled, now I am in a position to shift my focus from problem oriented to the solution oriented. So now let me think, what can I do now? So then he got an idea. Okay, he can take air A and B, and he can have certain options. But till we are in a panic situation, we can't go into that kind of clarity. So how to gain that clarity is through mindfulness practices, because when sudden unexpected situation happens in our mind get clogged. It requires oxygen to get that clarity. And when we do the mindfulness practices, there are so many mindfulness practices, and when we do those practices, we gain that clarity. तो ये एक बहुत ही पेंचीदा टूल है, जिसको समझना, एज द ऑथर वेरी ब्यूटिफुली सेज दैट आवर माइंड इज अ मेंटल मसल. जैसे हम जिम में जाकर अपने फिजिकल मसल्स को डेली प्रैक्टिस करके बिल्ड करते हैं, उसी तरीके से माइंडफुलनेस प्रैक्टिसेस से हम अपने मेंटल मसल को डेली प्रैक्टिस करके, और वी कैन रीच टू द सोल्यूशन, वी कैन डिसाइड. एंड फ्री विल पे जो आपने फोकस किया था, वह भी बहुत ब्यूटिफुल है. Because what first is, we can't we always fight with our circumstances, right? लेकिन क्या हम रेनबो के कलर्स के ऊपर फाइट करते हैं? नहीं, थोड़ा सा ऑरेंज ज़्यादा होता तो ज़्यादा सुंदर दिखता. नो, वी एक्सेप्ट द सिचुएशन, व्हाट इट इज व्हाट इट इज. सो मोमेंट व्हेन वी पॉज एंड वी एक्सेप्ट द सिचुएशन कि ठीक है, लैंडलेडी ने मना कर दिया है रूम को रेंट देने के लिए, सो आई नीड टू एक्सेप्ट द सिचुएशन. Now, moment when I accept the situation, I am taking that pause. I am operating from that space of acceptance. Then I can start looking for the solution. तो यहाँ पर इस फिलोसफी में बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि माइंड इज अ ग्रेटेस्ट टूल. बट इफ यू डोंट नो, इफ यू डोंट हैव द ट्रेनिंग टू ट्रेन योर ब्रेन, देन वो तो एक खतरनाक मॉन्स्टर बन सकता है अगर उसको ट्रेन करना नहीं आया तो. And that is why author has suicidal thoughts, behavior patterns, और हम victimhood में आ जाते हैं क्योंकि heredity है, biological things है. Definitely वो DNA, till now you can decide, okay, I will choose not my mother's diabetes to come into my life. So and you will start working on your lifestyles, you will start working on mindful eating, mindful exercises, and all those things. But still, universe or divine intelligence में भी हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते when the dominant DNA passive DNA कब active DNA में convert कर ले, because the traits of heredity maybe 20%, maybe 40%, we cannot deny it. But the moment that situation comes, my one of my uncle, he was also into that belief that diabetes तो मेरी life में आ ही नहीं सकती है, because I am such a mindful eater, I do the exercises and I watch my thoughts, psychosomatic disease भी नहीं होनी चाहिए, mindful eating भी नहीं होनी चाहिए, CBT and all those things. But at the age of around 68 he got a diabetes. But यहाँ पे जो ऑथर ने वर्ड लिखा है डिसाइड, सो मोमेंट उस डायबिटीज जब आई भी तो ही डिडंट गॉट पैनिक, ही एक्सेप्टेड इट एंड ही सेड ओके अभी इट इज अ मोमेंटरी डायबिटीज, मे बी कहीं पर पैसिव डीएनए मेरा एक्टिव हो गया है बिकॉज ऑफ द हेरिडिटी ट्रेट्स इन इट, बट स्टिल आई कैन डिसाइड टू रिवर्स इट. एंड ही और उसी दिन से वो फोकस्ड हो गए, ही स्टार्टेड टेकिंग ऑल दैट द फूड एज आयुर्वेदिक जो होते हैं करेला का पानी एंड ऑल दोज मेथी थिंग्स एंड more focusing and rigorously working towards it, and in a year he reversed it, and he reversed it permanently, and from the age of 68 to 73 right now he didn't got it back. तो कहने का मतलब है अगर कभी आ भी जाए तो पैनिक नहीं होना, पॉज करना और डिसाइड द वर्ड विच द फ्री विल, ओके इफ इवन इफ इट केम आई विल डिसाइडेड टू रिवर्स इट. तो जो आप डिसीजन लेते हो, जो आप फ्री विल करते हो, जो आप पॉज करते हो, जो आप सोल्यूशन पे फोकस करते हो रादर देन द पिक्चर विच द दिस ऑथर हैज डिड, कि कितना उलझा हुआ हमारा ब्रेन है, और जैसे ही हम उसको थिंक स्ट्रेट करके उसको स्ट्रेट कर सकते हैं, वो डिसीजन हमारे हाथ में है. So he decided it, okay आ भी गया है, I will accept it and I will again reverse it back. He reversed it, it took a year for him to reverse it and now he is back to it. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं आ सकता है, आ सकता है, वो हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं है, लेकिन क्या हमारे कंट्रोल में है? हमारा डिसीजन, हमारा फ्री विल. So this actually entire reading this caught my attention कि मैं भी पैनिक हो जाती हूँ, आप भी पैनिक हो जाते हो, लास्ट मोमेंट कोई ना कैसे दे सकता है, लास्ट मोमेंट. इवन इफ आई एम टेकिंग माय जूम मीटिंग एंड लास्ट मोमेंट जूम में कोई प्रॉब्लम आ गई, अनएक्सपेक्टेड प्रॉब्लम, दो आई प्रिपेयर्ड सो वेल, आई लर्न द टेक्नोलॉजी, आई लर्न ऑल द थिंग्स, बट लास्ट मोमेंट सम emergency came it. I just know how to train my mind by doing mindfulness practices, by taking pause and shifting from problem mindset to solution mindset. जो third step question जो होता है, what I'm feeling, why I'm feeling and what can I do now. तो ये जो थर्ड क्वेश्चन है वह पूरा गेम चेंजर है. तो हमेशा मैंने तो अपने पिन बोर्ड पे ये 3 क्वेश्चन लगा दिए हर जगह, बिकॉज लाइफ इज नॉट अ स्ट्रेट लाइन. एनी टाइम कहीं से भी प्रॉब्लम क्रॉप अप हो जाती है, एंड इफ यू हैव दीज 3 क्वेश्चंस बिफोर यू, इट्स अ गेम चेंजर.
Sumita, to add to your point, don't you think it's always best to have a plan B to avoid this kind of panic situation?
एब्सोल्युटली एब्सोल्युटली. तभी तो
Yeah,
जब
so that
जब
is the
तभी
solution
तो
to
मैंने जब
anything.
पॉज लिया, तभी जब मैंने
Mm.
जूम में टेक्निकल चीज प्रॉब्लम आई, जब मैंने पॉज लिया, फिर मैंने सोचा कि ठीक है, नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर कभी ऐसी सिचुएशन हुई तो मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ, आई कैन स्विच टू माई प्लान बी. तो फर्स्ट में तो हम लोग प्रिपेयर्ड होके, तो वी आर नॉट बिकम मास्टर्स एंड कमिंग आउट फ्रॉम आवर मदर्स वूम, राइट. वी फेल, वी लर्न एंड वी ग्रो, वी फेल, वी लर्न, वी ट्वीक एंड वी ग्रो, right? So very rightly said by you. I when I took a pause, when I did my journaling, when I did my reflection, I said okay, उस समय मैंने प्लान बी नहीं सोचा था, अब मैं प्लान बी सोच सकती हूँ ताकि मैं ऐसे सिचुएशन को अवॉइड करूँ फ्यूचर में. That's
Yeah.
it.
Can I add something? Yeah.
A line here, Sumita. Yeah, see, I agree that assuming is normal and letting mind go out of control is not normal according to this book, whatever we have learned. But there is another way, what I have also learned, like it's just parallelly running, that acknowledging your feelings, like when you start validating your feeling, supposing you're frustrated that you're not able to get this house, your plan didn't work, then you'll have to put in a lot effort. And it is a tough thing that when things don't go plan. So this, validating it and shifting your focus what has worked before. Like, can you think of a time when something did go right? And what did you do differently at that time? So this will help you tap your past success and reframing the setback, like encouraging yourself to see the failed plans and not permanent failure. See it as not as a permanent failure. So what you can do to try it differently. So this creates a new plan, by breaking this into tiny achievable goals. And once what is one small thing you can do, you'll have to look at it in this way, that what is the one small thing you can do to now move forward. So this will remind you of your, and also remind you of your resilience, where you're still trying.
How beautiful. Yes, Padma.
I'd like to say we are all thinking in terms of repairing
To show that
something.
how determined you are, and that is a huge strength that you thought I can just.
Okay, I'd like to add a little different thought. Is right now we have all, of course, I respect the author. I do respect all of you. I appreciate your thoughts, but I have a little different thought to share. First and foremost, we are all thinking in terms of allowing our thoughts and brain to think the way it wants. It's like a flood of water. कुछ भी जाओ, कहाँ भी जाओ, कुछ भी सोचो. This is the mistake. We are educated, rational, and we need to think so deeply that there should be maintenance level, not repair. All these things which you're saying, resilience karo, ye thought karo, wo thought karo, is all at the level of repair. But we as human beings, if we think every day, we can control the maintenance part. So we don't allow itself negative thoughts to pass our brain. This is a stronger person. A weak person will allow any thought to pass to your mind and then choose the ones which you want to focus. That is a latter stage where we are allowing ourselves to drain, to drag into negativities, and then we say negativity is a part of life. Why don't we think strong enough?
I understand, but
These are
is
my
this too
first
very
level of
difficult to?
thoughts. These are my first level of thoughts. I will stop my thoughts here and not allow negativities to overcome me. If we have think in terms of maintenance, maintenance is always better than repair. Thank you.
Can I share something?
Yes.
Sometime when the situation comes, I always think, okay, this situation has come, but now what next? And then my mind says, okay, nothing is permanent. This will also change. And my mind becomes absolutely calm at that moment because I have accepted the situation. And the situation in that, I think this will also change.
Again, it is a level of repair.
Yeah, but
So whatever,
I can come here with Pinaki's word, now it's just reflecting, like he was just saying that, when you fall, that was a beautiful statement which I learned on Tuesday from Pinaki, that when you fall, you'll have to, the first step is fall, and then it is acknowledging that you have fallen, and then it is investigating what is the reason and learn from your fall. This is so beautiful. So I think this is the way you process, rather than just directly being positive. It's not approachable to everyone, right? Like, I don't think everyone can be very positive at the very first beginning. So it needs time. You need to acknowledge what has happened to you, and then maybe what you say is right, is what my opinion is.
No, my thoughts are a little different. I'm saying at the beginning, when negative thoughts come or start coming to our mind, why don't we use the strong will that we all have? As human beings, we do have a strong will. So stop those negative thoughts. So I'm talking in terms of maintenance.
I understand,
Repair.
Rekha, but
You're
emotions
all
are
coming
with you,
up with
right?
solutions of repair. I'm talking at the first level, which is a level of maintenance. Stop negative thoughts. Be strong-willed. The problem is with most of us, I include myself, we let our thoughts overpower us. Don't do it. We have a strong will, build that strong will. You'll never reach that negative thoughts where you are drained, where you try, where you want in terms of abhi kya karenge, feel resilience. Why go to that level? Stop. Think of all the powerful minds in this world. They have had a strong will, and I have come across people who have been so strong willed that they don't allow negative thoughts to overpower them. A few thoughts may come, stop them at the first stage. This is what I'm saying. Think of what
No,
I'm saying. It
yeah.
works magic.
Yeah, absolutely right. I totally get it. But I really feel you need to have a lot of strength for that, as a
Yes,
trial step.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You
So
need
do
to,
it.
yeah.
Build yourself at the first stage. Powerful mind building is the first thing for a happy life and control of your life.
Okay,
Not resilience and
but a
try
small
let things
reflection, what
happen. Abhi main kya karu? Nobody helps you. You have to help yourself. So help yourself at the first stage.
okay, but will you not be suppressing your thoughts, like, like
Come
your
on. We don't
emotions and
want
everything will be
negative thoughts.
suppressed?
We don't want negative thoughts. You have to suppress them. You are intelligent enough. Use your brains.
Okay.
Padma, pause. I mean, it's a different school of thought where
Yes.
where a person is coming from entirely altogether a different space and different belief system.
No,
Being
I do agree with whatever she says, but suppressing your
Yeah,
thought
I
also,
understand.
it
See,
gets
we,
loaded.
what
Yeah.
you and we all are talking about, a life is not a straight line, and ups and downs are coming, and we are not putting a human beings in a container of a strong person and a weak person and all those
अरे
things.
हर दिन कचरा
We are
निकाल ही
looking
ले घर
human
का,
beings
वो
as a
माइंड का
human being.
निकालो ना.
Definitely, it's a
Jackie
different
can
school
be
of
here for
thought, and
you.
it's good. And what Sumedha ma'am also told in a very reflective question, ये two words भी pinned कर देना, what next? It's a beautiful thing, which I really help my mentees also to do the same thing. So what next भी बहुत ही अच्छा question है जो आपको immediately, and nothing is permanent. How beautifully she said, nothing is permanent and this too shall pass, right? तो ये बहुत ही I really respect what Sumedha ma'am said, that nothing is permanent and this too shall pass. And when so these things we need to pin up somewhere, so that, because इसमें author ने एक बहुत अच्छी line की है, we human beings are forgetful beings, and therefore he suggests us to go back to this book again and again. ऐसा नहीं है कि इस book को एक बार read करके side में रख दिया. So I read a book, I remember, in a field group only, Rashmi, Dr. Rashmi has gifted this book to everybody in our get together, and that's how this book caught my attention. I read it 2 years back, and yesterday when I saw Pinaki, revisiting, putting this book, I thought, wow, what a wonderful opportunity to revisit this book, because there are many concepts in the book which, though I have underlined it, I forgot it. So, and the author also said in this book that we are forgetful beings, so keep coming back to the book and refined, retuned, and your thinking. So yeah, grateful to Pinaki for bringing this such a wonderful book, and yeah, it's eight.
It's different. The book is different. Our thoughts have to be so powerful, and self-control should be so powerful.
So
Another
how
thing
many
I
of you
will add
noticed
to
that?
that.
How many of you noticed when this conversation was going on? How many of you noticed that you are focusing all your attention on action rather than thoughts?
Yeah, I was the only one who said control your thoughts at the first stage.
You know,
Not
observe,
remedial actions.
observe. See, this is the
Remedial actions are
observation.
too late.
This is the
Remedial actions.
observation that we need to focus on first. That's what this book is all about. Observe the thoughts which are coming to you. Every action that you're talking about, whether it's repair or maintenance, they are all actions.
Oh,
What
no.
is important is that what is that moment when you got conscious that yes, the kind of thought that I'm thinking about now is not taking me anywhere. This is what this is what the crux of this book. That point is most important. When that shift in thought is happening, everything will come after that. Everything will come after that.
So this is what I meant by maintenance, in the sense, control your thoughts at the first stage. So wrong actions and wrong thoughts don't come into the picture.
Yeah,
This
so
is what I
there is
was
nothing.
mentioning. Maybe
There's nothing called wrong thoughts. There's nothing
there's
called
nothing
wrong
I'm
called
actions.
as
just
Thoughts
control
are thoughts.
thoughts. There's nothing called
control
as
thoughts.
control thoughts.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
This is what
So
I
since
meant
Yeah.
there
by
is
These are
maintenance.
very hard words and attacking words. There's
exactly,
nothing called as
exactly. This is
control
how you
thoughts.
think. This is
Thoughts,
in
thoughts
your
are hai. You
That
just
is
said,
another thing, but
observe.
I think you all never understood what I meant by maintenance.
so
Control
nothing
your
wrong with
thoughts at
that.
the
See, nothing
first
wrong with
stage.
that. The point is that nothing wrong with whatever you are saying. The point is going behind that. उसके पहले हमें जाना है कहाँ पे ये चेंज हो रहा है. That is what matters. Whatever situation I am into right now, unless I am able to change the thoughts which are predominant with me right now, I cannot think about taking it to the next level. So that's what the author is talking about. Well enough to catch karo that what kind of thought, what kind of emotions they're going through at this point of time. Everything will come after that. The whole focus on this book is all about thoughts. अभी हम कंट्रोल तक पहुंचे ही नहीं, कंट्रोल आएगा बाद में. What is all about is observe. Just observe कि इस वक्त मैं क्या सोच रहा हूँ, what kind of thoughts I am going through. Unless we fail to catch ourselves at that point that what kind of thoughts I am going through, what kind of thoughts are coming to me, I cannot change them. Unless I change them, I cannot take the actions which are followed by that thought. अभी क्या हो रहा है, अभी वही सब actions चल रहा है जो मैं already सोच रहा हूँ. So this is where this book is focusing on. Catch yourself, the kind of thoughts that you are having at any given point of time, but particularly when you think that I'm stuck, what kind of thoughts are coming to you? How will you label those emotions that you are going through? Because unless and until I can catch it, I cannot change it.
And as rational human beings, we are supposed to stress more on thoughts and first on thoughts, because after thoughts come feelings. We are not going to be led ourselves by feelings. That is an irrational mind. We all claim we are human beings. So 100% concentration should be on thoughts. And I have come across lots of people who have controlled themselves and changed their life at the level of thoughts. And that is what I meant by maintenance. Maintenance is controlling thoughts, not actions. Actions पे हम रोते हैं. We think of B plan, we think of C plan. But if we control thoughts, those negativities don't come into the picture at all.
Absolutely, I agree with you fully. See, that's
So
that
this
the
is what
maintenance
I
that
meant by maintenance.
I agree with you. I
Maintaining
agree
in
with
the
you
sense
100%.
controlling thoughts, not the result.
I
That
agree
is
with you.
useless. People will teach you how not to behave in your
Exactly.
negativity.
That is, I agree with you fully, Mangala ma'am. And that's why, let me connect these dots. When we are talking about maintenance, just observe what kind of maintenance you are already having. How
Exactly.
are you maintaining your current activities? How are you maintaining your
Yes.
current thoughts?
Yes.
Unless I catch itself, I cannot change it.
Yes.
This is what the author is talking about. Observe करो अभी क्या कर रहे हो. We are anyway maintaining our thoughts, because that's why we are maintaining the same lifestyle day in and day out. We are
Yes.
maintaining the same kind of activity
Absolutely.
day in and day out. That catch myself that what I am maintaining.
Yes.
Unless I catch myself, I cannot change it. I cannot even
Yes.
think about changing it.
Yes. Yes. I'll give you an example. I have someone in my family who was a non-stop chain smoker with one of the greatest professions in the world. Why I'm saying greatest? Because per day his income was about 10 lakhs, which by all standards is a lot. I don't want to mention the person, but there. And one fine day, his son saw him smoking, and that set him thinking. He said, "What am I doing?" And he just took that cigarette and threw it away. And that was the end of his smoking. So I'm trying to say people who have real strong control over their own thoughts at the first stage, this is what I call is maintenance, not repair. Repair is कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Your health goes bad beyond a point you cannot repair. So don't think diabetes हुआ तो क्या करूं मैं. अरे नहीं हुआ उसके लिए मेंटेनेंस करो ना पहले, तो होगा ही नहीं. That level of thinking and behavior is the main thing in life. Maintenance of thoughts, of feelings, of actions, of health. I belong to that category, please. So I am saying that.
Nothing wrong with that. Whatever you are saying, everybody is in the same category. The
No,
point is,
they
you
are
catch
only
yourself.
stressing on
Unless you
repair.
catch yourself, we cannot identify. That's the
No,
point.
they are
That's,
saying in terms of repair. I'm not talking repair पर जाना ही नहीं है हमको.
anyway, nobody used the word repair.
Yeah.
So the point is that what Sumita said,
It
that
is
this is something that they
plan
can
B,
do.
plan C तो क्या होता है?
Yeah,
Think of
it's not a
military.
repair.
Military
It's
thinks
the
in
next
terms
step.
of thoughts, not of action हुआ उसके बाद क्या करने का. No.
Yeah, it's not a question of repair. It's a question of that. Okay, if this doesn't work, then what next? अगर पैरासिटामोल से काम नहीं हो रहा तो मैं दूसरा क्या कर सकता
No,
हूँ?
no, no, no. Of course it
है
works.
ना? So if
Then our
paracetamol is
diagnosis
not
is
working,
wrong. Our
then you talk
diagnosis
about
is
what?
wrong.
So it's not a question of repairing. It's not a question of maintenance. Everything is the thoughts that you're coming to your mind. मेरे thought में वो repair है, मेरे thought में maintenance है, मेरे thought में action है, मेरे thought में कि I'm doing something to get rid of it. It's all the thoughts that are coming to you, and this is absolutely independent and individual.
Hmm.
है ना? So like something that you think that this is the repair, the other person is thinking, I think this is the way to handle it. This is the way to take care of the situation. है ना? प्रॉब्लम होगा तो सॉल्यूशन होगा. अगर वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, अगर वो सिचुएशन है, then you don't need a solution, right? Then you need to do what you're supposed to be done. So again, when you're using the word maintenance, when you're using the word repair, what is happening? We are labeling them. So you are labeling it in your own way. Others are labeling it in their own way, and that's perfectly okay. Nothing wrong with that. What you need to observe that what I'm thinking, how I am taking it, what are the way you are thinking it, whatever way you're taking it is a outcome of what your thoughts about it. That's it. यही ऑब्जर्व करना है. दैट इज व्हाट द ऑथर इज टॉकिंग अबाउट. खाली ऑब्जर्व करो, पकड़ो अपने आप को कि इस वक्त मैं सोच क्या रहा हूं, एंड व्हाट एल्स आई कैन थिंक. Like yesterday when I was taking this session, I said that in most of the situation you can handle things by asking just two questions. What do I do now? So whatever situation you are into, when you ask this question, what do I do now, or what I want now, whatever you want now, whatever it is, whether it's maintenance, whether it's repair, whether it's action, whatever it is, the answer that you're asking the question with yourself is what I want now. And the moment you figure out that this is what I want, you support it. That why do I want it? Now, if your why, the answer to your why is maintenance, fine. If your answer to why is repair, fine. If your answer is to your why is action, fine. Whatever it is. But again, going back, it all starts with that change in one thought. So what author is talking about, or what we are going to work over next couple of months, is all about catching the thoughts. It's all about catching the thoughts, not focusing on the actions. Okay, this is what we are into. Actions of any way, even catching the thought is an action. To take a decision that yes, whether I'm going to catch the thoughts or not, whether I'm going to observe or not. These are all decisions. And when you are saying that I'm observing, that is also an action. That observation is also an action. The question is, which action is more important for me right now? Observing it or just doing whatever I want to do? So when you take a decision based on the observation, and when you take a decision to observe, probably these are the things where you need to check कि उस वक्त मेरा thought क्या चल रहा है दिमाग में.
That's a beautiful game which I play with my kids. That is called as caught you, caught you. जैसे आपने बोला ना catch yourself. तो
Yeah,
जैसे ही whenever we fall into any prey or victim state, अरे यार ऐसा मेरे साथ क्यों हुआ? Then I'll say caught you, like because just you have catch yourself falling into that prey, and moment you catch yourself, you have the power to change it. Uh,
exactly,
so
exactly. So right
power
now
to
we are
change.
only focusing on catching the thought. कि उस वक्त मेरे
Absolutely.
दिमाग में thought क्या चल रहा है.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
Pinaki, there is a beautiful lines in the beginning. It said the thoughts are floating in your mind. You need to choose it.
Yeah,
Yes, I
they're
was
just like
about to
cloud.
say it.
They're just
Observation is
like
the
cloud.
first step. Yes, yes,
So that comes in observation first. Once you do the observation,
yes.
then you
Absolutely,
always do the right decision because your
absolutely,
mind is calm at that time, and whatever words you want to use, it's your in your dictionary, and it's just a play of the words. But the
absolutely,
mind does the same thing. What the best solution comes when the mind is absolutely calm.
absolutely,
So then
Yes.
that time we work more on action, not on the reactions. Reactions are always, doesn't lead to a proper kind of a thing. But when you take the
absolutely,
right action at that moment, that gives you satisfaction because you have taken the decision in an absolutely calm mind. Thank you
absolutely.
very
Every action
much.
is preceded by a thought. like when sometimes we fail to identify what we are supposed to do now, then somebody tells us that, hey, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. है ना? तो अपने दिमाग को पहले मैसेज देना है, सोचना है कि oh, that means that I'm in a different state of mind right now. Now somebody is alerting me. So my brain failed to alert me. So somebody else is alerting me. Hey, calm down first, calm down, calm down. So unless I think that I need to calm down, I will not calm down. I'll
And
still
it
keep
needs
on
lot of
shouting.
and it
Means
needs lot
observation
of
is the first
practice.
action actually.
Yes, ma'am.
Observation is the first
Observation.
action.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Uh, that reminds me when we won this match 2020 का, the सूर्य का जो एक्शन था, वो बॉल को बाहर जब गया अंदर लेके आया, मैंने इस चीज के ऊपर इतना सोचा कि दैट मोमेंट वाज सो इम्पोर्टेंट, और उसने कैसे उसको ऑब्जर्व किया, एंड वो मैच को हम जीत गए. एंड उसके लिए उसने कितना प्रैक्टिस किया कंटिन्यूअसली, बिकॉज मोदी जी ने उससे पूछा कि हाउ डिड यू थिंक ऑफ दैट. ही सेज फॉर दिस मोमेंट आई हैव बीन प्रैक्टिसिंग ए लॉट. आप कुछ भी करो लाइफ में, जब तक आप शब्दों को सोचेंगे ही नहीं और उसके ऊपर आपका ध्यान नहीं जाएगा, ऑब्जर्व नहीं करेंगे, उसके ऊपर
Hmm.
आपकी प्रैक्टिस नहीं रहेगी कंटिन्यूअसली, इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू टेक द राइट decision at that moment. So
Absolutely.
calm mind is very, very important in life. That's what you had just now when we do so much thing going on.
Yeah, I
Thank
was
you
only
very much.
observing that what kind of
Yeah,
conversation
I
is
was
going
also
on.
observing.
Is the whole
And
thing discussions revolving around controlling negative thoughts which overpower us, which harm us, which are not useful, but we still allow them to come? So, is it possible that we can control, no doubt, negative thoughts? The research has shown that do come to our mind, but yet are we in a position to control and focus more on positivity, which will lead to more happiness, usefulness, peace of mind? And that is, I think, is the summary of what the whole chapter is. Am I right?
I don't know. See, it's according to you. That is according to somebody. It may be different, but yes, the whole objective is that everybody probably wants to enjoy a peaceful life
Yeah.
at the end of the day. And so whatever thoughts allows you or enables you or encourages, motivates, and inspires you to become peaceful, you got it.
Yeah.
So as I said that, how about just catching yourself that whatever state I am into right now, whatever thoughts are coming to me right now, am I feeling encouraged, motivated, and inspired? If the answer is no, then probably I need to change it. It's all about
Again,
self. It's all
yes.
about my own
Again,
thoughts. My
observation. It is again
again,
it's
it's an
about
observation.
observation.
It's again an
Yes.
observation. Observe that am I what kind of emotion I'm going through. Catching those emotions, actually labeling those emotions, because unless you know or unless you label that emotion, you are still in a state of confusion. मुझे पता ही नहीं मेरे साथ क्या हो रहा है. And many times you might be observing it कि अभी मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि मेरे साथ क्या हो रहा है, because the emotions that you are going through, you didn't label them. Unless you label them, you cannot change them. Anyway, a great
Correct.
discussion,
Correct.
great brainstorming. I really love these morning sessions. Sunday morning, it was amazing.
Pirangi,
Always
it
I
minds
is.
want
we
to
meet
add, I want to add something here.
quickly
To,
because it's almost
yeah.
8:17 here. It's actually
See, what I
8:17.
do is, when the morning, when I'm doing all my thinking about what I want to do. So basically, what I do is all the right thoughts that come to my mind, I write in my diary. Because what happens is, your mind will be, your thinking will be changed with time, because you have a monkey mind, right? Your thoughts will keep on changing. You have like 100,000 thoughts in a day. So whatever, when in the morning, when I sit and when I plan my day, when my thoughts is clear that yes, this is what I need to do and this is how I need to do, I write in my diary. So then it makes it final, and then my mind is free from thoughts. It can go to a relaxed state, and then I just focus on that execution. Otherwise, what will happen throughout the day? You are thinking, and your mental energy is limited. See, you cannot run 50 miles a day, right? You can run 2 miles, 5 miles, or whatever, normal thing. But when But when I'm doing journaling, I'm writing my thoughts, my ideas in a diary, and then I just follow that diary throughout the day. So it keeps me relaxed, focused, like clear of any doubts. So it helps me a lot. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Let's close the day
Yeah.
and make your Sunday amazing, and make everybody who matters in your life, उनका भी life को amazing बनाओ.
Yes, thank you, sir. You have changed our thoughts, and thank you for that.
Thank
All
you,
right. Okay.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye. Bye.